Welcome to Novu Skin's Aesthetic and Wellness Club. Unlock your best summer body. Achieve your dreams with summer body with Novu Skin. We are so excited and happy to have each of you. Thank you so much for being here. All right, we're going to start by telling you a little bit about this webinar. Please keep in mind to put your Q&A or your questions into the Q&A box, and then you can definitely chat with us throughout, but we'll have a Q&A session at the end. Also keep in mind all participants need to stay to the end for some of the goodies that we're going to go over in just a second, so that not only are you educated, but you leave here with a great amount of, let's say, what do we say, knowledge? Yeah, on our treatments that we have at Novu Skin Spa. All right. Right, so my name is Katie Gonzalez. I will hopefully be a little bit of the host today. I'm a triple certified master esthetician. I'm a dual licensed cosmetologist and advanced esthetician. I've been licensed for over 20 years. No, I'm not that old. I started early, and I specialize in wellness and beauty rejuvenation, CMA and phlebotomist as well. And welcome to Miss Michelle.
My turn. Okay, so I'm really happy to be on this webinar with you guys today. I am the diagnostic manager at the Novu Skin Las Vegas location. I oversee the plans of really 3,000 members. I think it's super integral as part of Novu Skin to set the expectations and get you guys the results that you're looking for. So you can bet that I understand the machinery inside and out. I'm going to be really excited to talk about that part myself in particular. Yeah.
And awesome. The last but definitely not least, our walking version of Barbie, Achievable Results herself, Miss Nicole. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Nicole Tezzolino. I've actually been with Novu Skin for over 3 years, and I'm a regional trainer. So I actually go to other locations, our Frisco, Texas location, Denver, Colorado, but main one, Las Vegas. So I just like to oversee the quality and practice for all the treatments. I kind of help maintain the chaos of over 3,000 members
Chaos
here.
Coordinator for sure.
Yes. So
all right.
Excited to be here.
We're happy to have you. All right. Let's see. So here's an overview of everything that we're going to be going through today. So we're going to be talking about our med spa. We're going to also ask our two lovely ladies here what their favorite thing is about Novu Skin Spa. We're going to be talking about the VIP treatments such as Dream Body, Venus Freeze, Legacy, Evolve X, TShock.
So we also have our Morpheus 8 radio frequency based microneedling, Sculptra for lifting the booty, weight loss injectables, SemiGluteide, skinny shot, and laser hair removal.
So let's talk about the most important thing, you guys.
It definitely is the most important thing.
Right? Today I get to be Oprah Winfrey.
Yes,
Oprah,
yes.
Because you get a treatment.
You get a treatment.
Everybody who participates today is going to be getting a VIP body treatment. One lucky winner, as so long as you all are participating till the end, will actually have the opportunity to win a full body package that's 6 treatments, where we're going to create something for you specifically, tailor it towards your goals, and I'm excited.
Yeah,
to see who wins.
That's a huge giveaway. I think just the other day we had a lady that had 6 treatments, and the circumference of her waist alone after using TShock was absolutely beautiful. I think it was somewhere near 4 inches. And that's something we'll also include is before and after images that are real customers, real results that are available to you. All right, and then we're going to have Michelle talk a little bit about our giveaway. Keep in mind, you guys need to stay to the end to participate in this. Michelle, take it away.
Okay, I'm going to be a little close. I'm a little blind, but just so you guys know, again, like I said, you know, all participants today are getting a VIP body treatment. That's easily $350 value. The grand prize winner is actually going to be winning 6 VIP body treatments. It's $1,800 value. You guys need to interact with the chat as much as you can. I think near the end, we'll have you guys text a number.
Yep, that's correct. Near the end, we'll have you guys text a number and also call, get set up. We'll be available to assist you. If you're not already a member with us, definitely come on in and redeem that VIP body treatment. All right, so a little bit about our med spa. Nicole, you've been with us for 3 years, so you're probably the best to take it away, and maybe each of us can say what our favorite things are.
So Novu Skin Med Spa, we're actually the largest med spa in Vegas. At this location specifically, there's over 3,000 members in total, over 5,000 members. But what's amazing about Novu Skin is, we like to start by seeing you from the first time to really customize a plan on your first visit to see exactly what would work best for your body, your skin. Everyone's skin and body is so different. So we like to really specifically tailor it for you. That way you're able to see those results later on. We also, customize skincare as well. So that's another thing that we focus on too. But yeah, we have really great before and afters.
And they speak for themselves. Absolutely. Michelle, what would you say is your favorite thing about working for Novu Skin as the diagnostic manager?
I think that the most rewarding thing is seeing people's progress. Because there are a lot of people who understand this is not an overnight success. So the results are even more gratifying. I'm going to tell you right now, I've always said this, I'm kind of the stickler. There's multiple diagnostics, but I promise you that when you meet me, I will give you a whole routine. I want nothing but success for you guys. So just know that consistency, frequency, all these things are important, and if you follow them, you really can see results that you want. And once you do, that makes me happy.
Yeah. I think probably my favorite thing about working at the med spa when it comes to body and face is we have the different types of machines to do the diagnostics. And I know that's your wheelhouse, but like the Clario for the face or the body diagnostics, those are something that gives us the ability to look at deeper layers of the skin, gives us the ability to look at the actual pattern of adipose or the actual pattern of cellulitis. And it gives us a deeper understanding of what we can do. So BMI, bone mass, water intake, all these different things, our diagnostics is probably the best. And it can be tailored to each unique individual that walks into the spa. So that's probably my favorite thing about Novu Skin Spa. Yeah. All right, now we're getting to the fun part, VIP treatments. We're going to pass this over to Miss Nicole, and we'll just go on a round robin.
All right, so let's talk about Dream Body Sculpting. I love this treatment, full lymphatic drainage treatment. So this one is really good for detoxifying. It helps break apart cellulite, boost metabolism. We focus on all areas of the body with this one, so it kind of feels like a massage in a way, but we target all the lymph nodes. So it's really a great treatment just to kind of debloat, lymphatic, helps break apart subcutaneous fat cells. This is really a good starting treatment. I usually like to recommend this for your first treatment, just to really detox and flush everything out of the body. Yeah.
And if I could speak on the before and afters, and I think that's what I'll most likely be doing for the rest of this, because a lot of these clients were my clients that I oversaw from start to finish. This client in particular, you can see such improvements with the back alone. What we don't understand sometimes is that when we hold toxins in the body and we hold water, our whole self is going to look bloated. Our skin isn't going to look as even because that blood circulation is missing. These are things that can be promoted through treatments like Dream Body.
Absolutely. And then, another thing is that toxic overload. And even though this is a sculpting treatment, at the end of the day, it has those side effects of helping with the lymphatic drainage. But just that before and after image, one thing is absolutely beautiful about it is that the liver, once we kind of get a little bit of that processing done and moved and through our lymphatic system, everything is able to be flushed out a little bit better. So Dream Body is probably one of my favorite treatments at either the end of a 4 cycle of treatments or something like that. It's also 2 things about the Dream Body that I love is, I don't know if we have physique contests here in Nevada, but in Miami, they were all the rage about, who had the best bikini body, all those things. So I'm not going to say it's drying out technique, but I am going to say it's something that if you're going into a competition and you're in a bikini contest for weightlifting, different things like that, this can help get those muscles to pop even more without having to dry out, in quotation. And another thing is actually post-operative. There's a couple of weeks. We're not going to get into how long the weeks are, but it's a fantastic lymphatic drainage massage after people have undergone plastic surgery to achieve, more, I'm not going to say drastic results, but let's say they've decided to undergo the knife. But that's also an option once about 6 weeks out. Okay. And Michelle, you want to talk? Oh, here we go. More about Dream Body. So suitable for almost everyone. It enhances the results of the treatments when used in conjunction.
Yeah, so again, just to reiterate, it is like a full body lymphatic drainage. It's really important when we're overall trying to focus on fat reduction, for an example. 2 weeks after the treatments are continuing to work inside your body to help speed things up, it's essential, it's crucial to do Dream Body for a lot of our clients to make sure that they flush everything out. So that's one of the things that I really like about Dream Body. You can see that there's always going to be additional benefits, like you mentioned.
Yep, absolutely.
You can see proper blood circulation, bloating goes down. A lot of my clients, most of the time, they say to me that their energy improves.
Yeah.
So that's something that I really love. Dream Body really helps with people who tend to have pituitary gland deficiencies or thyroid abnormalities, something that does not allow them to flush things out properly. This is one you're going to want to see in your plan, or at least start incorporating it.
Absolutely. And it reminds me a little bit of Brazilian wood therapy. In Miami, Brazilian wood therapy was like all the rage, and so for practitioners like me, it's a full body workout. So in a similar way, this is incredibly similar to it. Just we've integrated more updated for less stress on the practitioner, and probably a little bit more, because we use titanium and silicone, more hygienic, I guess you could say, than the wood. All right. All right, so let's go ahead, Nicole. How much can someone expect to lose weight approximately after this treatment, after Dream Body treatment?
I like to say everyone's body's different, but a lot of it is usually water weight on the first time. We do recommend if you can drink a lot of water before, after your treatment, that will really help flush everything out of the lymphatic system. But it's going to help boost metabolism. So everyone's body's different. I like to recommend a series of combination treatments, Dream Body with fat melting and skin tightening treatments, and cryo as well. So
yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's go on. All right, let's talk about this fun one, Venus Freeze and Legacy. So how are they similar and how are they different? Nicole, Michelle, you want to take it off?
Yeah, they're both radio frequency based, so they're going to have benefits when it comes to skin tightening. This is really going to be based on client per client when we evaluate your body, and that's one of the reasons it's, again, very important for us to see you with maybe a skin analysis or a body analysis. In this case, for body, we use a Teneda machine, right? We're going to see how much fat you're holding, how much water you're holding. It's a scale that uses bioelectrical currents so that we can see the resistance of the body. At the end of the day, whether you have hard fat or soft fat, it helps me to determine, do we want to get to the soft fat first with just massaging, heat, manipulating the body, or do we have a little bit more of harder fat, whereas in suction is going to be ideal because it helps bring the fat that we need closer to the surface of the machine. And we're just trying to reach certain temperatures that make fat uncomfortable, and it will break it down with time. The benefit of heat is that it also tightens the skin. This is a treatment I love to incorporate, whether it's Freeze or Legacy, for someone who's working on cellulite, because most of the time it is not even. It is not the same thing. You will have some areas of really swollen fat cells, some really small, some hard, some soft. And it's something that we have to do in a proper series, but this is one of our go-tos for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's probably one of the best. The reason why I like to describe it is it helps to, so let's say this is the adipose cell. It helps to drain the triglycerides out of the adipose cell so the fat cells actually shrink. And that's what I love about radio frequency, because it has the benefit of skin tightening and also draining those fat cells to get them just, basically get smaller. Any comments about these machines? You've had these before, haven't you?
Yeah, I've actually had 4 sessions of Venus Legacy on my stomach.
Did you
I
love
have
it?
a little pouch.
A little pouch?
A little
Oh.
pouch at the bottom.
I
I
think
feel
every
like
woman has
a lot
it.
of women
Yeah.
hold that in the midsection.
Yeah.
So, but I've had 4 sessions. I work out, I eat healthy, and I saw results after, coming in weekly, being consistent. I saw results in 4 sessions, and then by the end of it, there was no more fat to grab. On that
so you had to
Venus
switch
Legacy.
to a freeze.
So
yeah.
And then it was more of like contouring and carving out like my body.
Yeah, I want that 6 session. I wonder if the hosts are allowed to get the 6 sessions. I personally want it.
Let her
now. I'm like, hey, sign me up. This is awesome.
I think you brought up a really good point about, consistency and hard work. We don't really demand a lot. Really, if you're someone who walks, that's perfect. That's what I need. I need light walking and cardio, a lot of water. So it's possible. It's
definitely possible in a short duration. All right. So how long does it take to see results from these treatments, ladies? I mean, it's individual. I'll take this one.
Yeah.
It varies. I've seen some people that have walked out, we've used it on their face. They're already lifted and toned just by the movement. We're also using pith, which is the help to drain the eyes and the lymphatic fluid around it. So it really depends. It depends on
what you're doing at home as
what
well.
What you're doing at home. It also depends on how much water, what type of fat we're dealing with.
Your age, your lifestyle is consequential to the results. And I always tell my clients, you'll see me personally, I say, the more the better when it comes to treatments.
Absolutely.
You can start in lower package, that's fine, but you're going to find yourself gravitating to more treatments anyways, because you want to keep seeing more and more results. And there's nothing bad with having an extra treatment that you can start using for your arms rather than being one short for the stomach.
Right. Absolutely. All right. And guys, just as a reminder, before we move on to the Did You Know section, please put in those Q&As. Make sure that you are speaking with us and on a regular basis. Hey, we're happy for you, and we will answer those Q&As at the end. All participants will be eligible for 1 free treatment for the body, and then 1 grand prize winner will win 6. So make sure you stay with us all the way to the end so that we can give you more information on how to redeem your amazing gifts, things that I'm jealous. I want to do it. All right. So did you know both cellulite and skin flaccidity tend to have natural increase with age? So one of y'all guys want to tell us a little bit about this?
You can go ahead, Nicole, and then I think I'm going to jump.
I think it's after the age of 40, we actually start losing 1% of collagen and elastin in the skin. So at that time, we're actually helping your body stimulate its own new collagen, its own new elastin. These proteins, they break down with age. So here we're just re-educating your skin to start producing more. And then that way, after your treatments, you can age more gracefully. We're also doing corrective treatments. So something.
I think it's amazing because we can be proactive, we can be corrective. These treatments, there is no age limit. I have so many clients starting as young as 23. I have some who are 70.
70, right?
We
75.
all have individual goals, but know that we have the machinery to address it. And everybody's body is going to be different. And like we mentioned before, age, lifestyle, it affects the state of the skin, but the temperatures shock the body, like you said, into producing fibroblasts. That's collagen. It's something that can be retrained in your body. So it's really exceptional that we can start doing this non-invasively.
Yep, absolutely.
Correction, I want to say it's actually 25 we start to lose 1% of collagen.
I was just going to say, guys,
I'm 40.
Right,
so
no, I'm 38,
on.
and I've noticed a little bit of a decrease
25.
there.
Yeah. 25 is the starting age, but you're going to see a drastic change at
At their-
40. There's certain milestones, so you're not
Yeah.
incorrect. It's just a little bit more in depth. At 25,
Yes.
we start to lose 1% of collagen. By 40, there are a lot of women who are entering pre-menopause. I have so many clients that, you know, they come in and they say 40. I thought 25 was rough, and then I hit 40. This is when even more so you're going to need the assistance of treatments.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about Evolve X and why this treatment is right for you. Let's take this one away.
I'll do this. This is one of my favorites.
This is your favorite? Okay. Take it away. I love it.
Now, not my words, but my clients usually say, you know, I have like a cereal box. I'm shaped like a box. You know, not me. I don't say that. But what I
no
love.
self-deprecation of it allowed here. This is a judgment-free zone.
What I absolutely love about InMode is she is that girl.
Yeah.
Okay. She really is what you're looking for. If you come in and you say, I want my waist cinched, you know, I want it more defined, more toned. The impulses that the InMode actually does to cause the contraction of the muscles is going to give you an effect as if you were to do, you know, like 300 crunches. So think about that. In one session, which is usually 30 minutes, give or take, we can make you basically have the effect of 300 crunches in your abdomen or the desired area. And with that, you're going to see so many things improve. I particularly like it for the waist because it almost works like a corset. The tighter the toner, the more cinched in it works. So this is particularly good for people who are already pretty lean, pretty active, but they want to start changing the shape of the middle section of the body.
But it's also not musculoskeletal. It's also not EMS, which is electromuscle stimulation. It also has radio frequency in it as well, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
So you get the fat melting, skin tightening, and muscle contraction all in one.
All in one. And I've seen this. This is great for arms. This is great. We'll turn the radio frequency off for the glutes unless we're doing the banana rolls at the bottom of the thighs.
Yeah.
But it's great for glutes. It's great for arms. It's great for abdomen. Great for the back of the thighs and the hamstrings. Would you say that?
Yeah, it's even good for in the middle.
Inner thighs?
Yeah, there's something for everyone. You know, Evolve is one that a lot of my clients, they kind of get addicted to it because they can really feel it.
Yeah.
So I go like, you know, as long as you can tolerate it, and they say that's not a problem. I like it. I like the feeling of the contraction.
You even feel a little sore. I've had this treatment, and you even feel a little sore right after.
You do. Yeah. And we'll get into that because our skinny shot will actually help with that lactic acid buildup, which is the soreness that you feel after these types of muscle contractions. So we'll get into that on the weight loss side of things when it comes to medical. All right. All right. Let's see who can benefit from Evolve X treatments and how many treatments are needed to see results.
So we kind of touched on this one. Really, I like people who tend to be already in a good starting place, but you know, you just can't get rid of that small pooch. Maybe you really want to define the waist. You want something more toned. And if you're really able to tolerate something like InMode, 6-10 sessions, there's a lot that's possible for us to achieve. And I'm going to tell you, we love that we have a whole range of menus, and we can treatments on our menus, and that we can add and take away as we need to. But some people just get addicted to this one.
Yeah, right. It is a good one. It's a good one. All right, I'm going to take a sip of water, and we'll be moving on. Oh, TShock. I love. To me, okay, TShock is there, but it's cryolipolysis to the T. That's me. Cryolipolysis. All right, you want to talk about this one a little bit?
So this one actually destroys about 24% of fat cells. I want to say in every treatment. So with this one, not only is it, you know, it helps stimulate collagen and elastin, but it also destroys fat cells, except using cold and a combination of cold and heat. So a little bit different than normal cool sculpting.
It is.
We don't carry cool sculpting just because it actually destroys the skin along with the fat, whereas TShock, you'll need more sessions, but it's not as harsh on the skin.
Yeah.
So
one thing I love about this is, and to do a compare analysis between TShock and cool sculpting. I'm not knocking cool sculpting, But what I don't like about it is the sucking up of the skin. And then there is the danger of a frostbite and frostburn, which I have seen at other spas. And then there's quite a bit of bruising. I've never seen the TShock leave any type of bruise. I mean, maybe it's possible, but I personally haven't seen it. But the underlying mechanism of action, in other words, what the treatment does, which is cryolipolysis. Cryo meaning cold, lipo meaning fat, lysis meaning cellular death. So what happens is, here's the fat cells. The cold actually makes them go through apoptosis. So they really do disappear. And then the phagocytes from the lymphatic fluid come and push that away, going back to dream body, tying that in a perfect thing so we can flush those dead adipose cells out. But it is 24 to 23% per treatment per area with this TShock. And we've seen some really good results just with this machine alone.
Yeah, you can really just
Yeah, and these are actual clients. These are your clients, Michelle. I mean, yeah, congrats.
These are my clients. These are plans that I personally crafted with them. And one of the things I love about TShock is that it goes so beautifully with radio frequency. Remember, we're trying to stimulate different layers. We're trying to stimulate different effects. And cold is great for penetrating adipose fat tissue.
Yep.
I actually paired this client's plan with skin tightening too, because they had excessive laxity on the lower half of the stomach. So it was a combination of venous freezes and TShock to get this result. And this client couldn't have been happier. They were shocked really at the results when I was doing a halfway check-in with them.
And she deserves it. Looks like mommy belly. Good for her. Mommies need love too. All right, let's see. Okay, here's a little bit of an illustration of the fat cells, just so we can go back over this. So starting point, that's going to be on your left-hand side. After the first treatment, you can see about 24% of the fat cells literally do die off, going through apoptosis. And then we continue from there. What's left off continues to go down, and that's per treatment per area. All right. So this one's a beautiful, and I'm going to let the diagnostic manager take this on. Miss Michelle, how many treatments can we combine this with? I mean, you kind of covered a little bit about combining it with, but it's pretty versatile as far as being able to combine it. And you know, the difference between cool sculpting and this one is you don't have to wait those 6 to 4 weeks to have treatments in between TShock, cryo, and all that fun stuff. You don't have to wait that time because we're looking for damage. You know, because I actually am a cool sculpting practitioner. We're not looking for damage with this machine. So, you know, tell us a little bit more about how you integrate TShock with our other modalities.
I really like you said, to do it in combination. When you do treatments in conjunction with one another, you're actually improving so many different things. Someone might come to me and say, I just want to get rid of this belly. Well, that's, you know, an understatement, and that's very general. It's an umbrella term. What you want is you want to get rid of the hanging stomach, then you want to do fat reduction, and then maybe you want a little bit of toning. Okay, and so now that's a lot of different machines that I have to use. So again, I say the more the better. Never cut yourself short of the best version of yourself. TShock, like any other treatment, is really dependent on multiple variables of an individual. But consistency and frequency is what's going to make it impressive. It works well with heat-based treatments. And so as long as you're doing things like walking after your treatment, drinking a lot of water, because for the next 2 weeks after TShock, it's going to be flushing out the adipose tissue that it breaks down. So keep that in mind. Everyone varies, but at least, you know, 8 treatments to start, give or take, you know, just keep that consistency.
All right, let's talk about Morpheus 8. So this one is a fun one. It's one of our newest machines that we have available, or newest modalities, new treatments, whatever, you know, whatever we want to call it. You want to tell us a little bit about the Morpheus 8 for the body and for the face and for the eyes?
Yeah. I love Morpheus 8. It's radio frequency based microneedling. So what this treatment's doing, it's completely resurfacing the skin. It targets everything. I like to say it targets fine lines, wrinkles, pigmentation, pores, acne, scarring, helps with stretch marks. It also helps with fat melting. We can even get it to fat melting temperatures, which is pretty good. I really like this for like the neck. I like to use this on clients who have
submental adipose tissue. Well, let's leave turkey neck out of our vocabulary.
Yeah.
Submental adipose tissue.
Yes.
Some people can't help it. It's genetics. They come to me and they pull on it and they're like this.
I'm like, don't pull. Just stop there. Anyway, so for the body, these are actually great results as far as skin tightening. Have you tried this treatment before?
I have. We do apply topical numbing for this one, but it's not really too painful. If you can, I always like to say, if you can tolerate like a tattoo, this is really a walk in the park. But with this treatment, I had results after my first one, but of course you want to keep coming in. Usually Morpheus 8 is 3 treatments within a year to really get those desired results. So not too many, just because it's a pretty strong treatment. But normally it's an $1,800 treatment. So, but here at Novu Skin, we do everything under the flat membership fee, and then this is an additional $150. So it's really awesome that we do that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, depending, of course, on location. But we also are having sales, and I know we don't want to we want to make this more educational.
Yeah.
But we do have a sale where it's buy one get one free for this month. Yeah, that is crazy.
I can't help myself.
Right.
I just can't help it. Like the deal is crazy.
The deal is crazy. Buy one get one free, and then we have a package that is pretty outstanding as far as price point. It's under, I think it's like, what is it, 19 or something? Now that's for Nevada, guys. We know that we have participants all over the United States right now. Please keep in mind that prices do vary by location. But we will absolutely assist you at each location that we have available, whether that's Frisco, whether that's Denver, Colorado, or whether that's Las Vegas. So Michelle, tell us a little bit about why Morpheus has the 8 at the end of it. I found this so interesting that
I think Nicole says it so beautifully. I like
Nicole. How do you do? What's the 8 for?
Well, no, I think you explain it. You explain it.
Okay, so there are. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Nobody on the hot seat. But so there's different millimeters that we do with microneedling, and with the Morpheus 8, even though we may not take the needles at that 8 millimeters into the skin. In fact, for the body, it's 7 at the most. 7 at the most. But the funny thing is it inches or millimeters that can go?
Millimeters.
So imagine 8 millimeters. That gets down to the SMAS smash layer of the skin, which is where the musculoskeletal structure or the adipose tissue, all of that fun stuff lies, so that we can actually target the treatment on the abdomen. Probably not, we're not going to go that deep on the face. Segue there.
Yeah,
not going that deep on the face, but we can target and mold exactly what we want, because we can adjust the temperature settings, adjust the depth, all that fun stuff. So it's named 8 because we can actually reach.
And you've probably heard of microneedling. So microneedling is a great treatment. We do have microneedling at the spa as well. But if you just want that additional push, this is radio frequency based. So it's a combination of microneedling with radio frequency.
Yeah. So
definitely a little stronger.
Definitely a little stronger. So think Venus Legacy, Venus Freeze combined with microneedling.
Yeah, like you said, 7 millimeters, and then that radio frequency, we're able to shoot that another millimeter. That's where the 8 comes in. And it's going to be ideal for clients who have, again, some fat reduction as a desire. It works beautifully for building and reconstructing the dermal layer so that you can get skin tightening as an effect. This is one of the most amazing, newest machines that we brought on to our menu. So easily becoming one of the most popular ones.
Easily becoming one of the most popular. Yeah. And all of those out there are like, oh my gosh, needles. Just to give you a heads up, we do use a topical, I think it's 30% lidocaine. Topical 30% lidocaine. So it's not as bad as you think it is. You're, unless you have an allergy to lidocaine, and then, Okay, how long can before I see results? So this, I'm just going to give y'all guys a heads up with this one. There's no game, there's no play, but I want you to understand the human body, okay? 28 days, there's a cellular cycle. So I want you to know that after that 28 first days, that's when you're going to start to see the results. And the reason why it takes 28 days to see those results is because that's how our skin works. At the end of the day, every cellular cycle, and it slows down with age, is approximately 28 days. So can you see results faster with more visits? Sure, but they still need to be 6 weeks apart. And you'll see it about 1 month out, and it will continue to go with the changes from there.
Yeah, it's an accumulative effect, and it's really beautiful. People love their first one, but they fall in love with their second. And it's just trying to complete the series. Allow yourself to complete the series. And you might find that Morpheus is that one thing you do once a year for touch-ups in the plan every time I see you. I have a lot of people that just tell me, I want Morpheus.
And Morpheus only.
And then,
yeah.
I think Morpheus works beautifully when you put multiple things with it. The more freezes you can do, the better collagen you're going to build. So yes, I'll allow you to sprinkle it in, but just know this is something that goes well with all the machines we have.
And everyone's body's different. So, like we like to pair it, like Michelle was saying, we like to pair it with other treatments because every time you come in, every month we're stimulating new collagen, new elastin. So normally when we put a Morpheus 8, like maybe 4th in your plan, it really just gives you better results because you already have a good starting place since we've been building your skin. We've been building healthy skin and new collagen.
Yes, and we've also been helping with the weight loss because there may be some individuals that walk in that have more subcutaneous fat that we need to break down before we can even get down to that dermal layer or to the SMS layer.
What I like about Morpheus 8 is if you have like stretch marks on your tummy,
it is true.
It targets that too. So not only are you getting the fat melting, the skin tightening, but you're also getting the stretch mark removal. So
yeah, and that is very true.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it's a good treatment. Kudos to them. All right, let's get into some injectables. I love this one, Sculptra butt lifting. Those are beautiful effects, and these are actual real clients. I'm incredibly impressed with this one, and it's molded perfectly. It's a nice glute.
It's lifted. It's it's nothing drastic. It's natural, but it's really to correct dimpling, hollowness, skin laxity.
Yep, absolutely. Sculptra is also PPLA, so it's known as polylactic acid. The beautiful thing about the difference between like an HA filler, because we do use HA fillers for the gluteus maximus and also for the hip dips as well, but we also use Sculptra because it's a PPLA, polylactic acid. What a polylactic acid likes to do is it helps to stimulate your own collagen production as it's breaking down in the body. So that you get that firmer, more lifted appearance naturally. So it's basically initiating your own body to make the things that it needs. Whereas an HA is great for filler, for dimples, and you may even get more volume out of things, out of different types of HA fillers. But Sculptra is probably the one that's going to have more lasting effect up to what I've known as 2 years with Sculptra. So this is a beautiful, this is done by our MD, our medical department. So they're going to be nurse practitioners or higher, maybe physician's assistants. None of the aesthetics do it there, but we will definitely walk you through every step of the way. Make sure we set reasonable expectations for what Sculptra can do. And this is actually in the picture that you can see. That's a very reasonable achievement, and this is 2 weeks out, so that's something that can be achieved reasonably. Speaking of that, I think, not to keep it salesy, I wanted to keep it more educational, but I do believe we have a sale going on for the Sculptra right now, don't we? Isn't it 50?
Is it the 50%?
It's still 50% off. Yeah, yeah, it's still 50% off. 5 files, then you get 50% off. Yep. And this one's a little bit easier than going underneath the knife, in my opinion. It's something that I would do. I'm not knocking plastic surgery, but I am saying it's something that's a little bit probably safer, as PPLA is actually manufactured in our body, which is Sculptra, is what Sculptra is made from. So we're not taking adipose tissue from one area and transposing it to another, because there's a whole system of cleaning that comes with the adipose transfer, and it just can get messy. I'm not knocking it and just saying, I guess personally for me, I wouldn't do it. But PPLA made in the body, you can expect these results, and you can expect these results to be continued.
Yeah, I'm not against invasive treatments at all. I think all my clients, I don't know if any of my clients or members are here in the chat with me, but I always say, to be touched by an angel, it takes a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
We have clients from all paths of life.
Amen.
At all different points, some pre-operation, post-operation. Something to consider though is sometimes we're not good candidates for things that are invasive. Sometimes we're too small to have things like BBL. This is why adding volume with an additive method is good. Sculptra is amazing for the body. Like you said, it is self-stimulating. I think there's nothing wrong with taking advantage of the fact that you get a free consultation with our injectioners.
Yes.
Don't be afraid, pick their brain, and talk to them sincerely what your goal is. And they will lay out to you the best plan possible.
Yep. And just as a reminder, as we're moving on, I just want you guys to know, please stay tuned to the end. Keep those Q&As going. I am looking at them. We'll be getting to the Q&A session in just a second, but make sure that you're tuning in, ask as many questions, and when we get to that question and answer section, hopefully we'll have the right answers for you. All right. Can I resume regular activities after a Sculptra butt lift? This is a great question. So yes, it's unlike a surgical procedure. You can resume regular activities, including sitting, exercising, without any restrictions. So that's one to think. There's not a lot of downtime for it. And that's something that's very helpful. You know, no donuts needed.
Yeah, that's an amazing thing. That's really important for a lot of my clients. I have, clientele that are busy people.
Yep.
They're businessmen, businesswomen. They have things and events to attend to. Sometimes they need as little downtime as possible.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Absolutely. All right. So different butt augmentation. It does gradually increase in buttock size with each session, offering a natural and customized augmentation. So that's one beautiful thing, is that you are awake through the whole process. You have a mirror. You can be like, you know what? Let's, you can kind of direct. Of course, it's in the hands of the MDs, but you're not asleep for this procedure. You're numb. You're not going to feel a whole lot, but at the same time, you have that ability to say, you know what, can I have a little bit more volume right there, which is completely different than being underneath full anesthesia.
Just like when you get your lips done, you're just like, I think I want a little more here.
A little touch there. I want this look. Beautiful. Yes, gorgeous. All right, let's talk about weight loss injections. You guys excited? Yeah.
My favorite.
Is this your favorite? All right, so I'm going to skip ahead to talk about the skinny shot, and then we're going to come back to SemiGluteide. So Nicole, let's talk about the skinny shot.
So the skinny shot, I like to say, is a supplement to diet, exercise. We have MIC, which is an amino acid that will help break down fat in the liver. You have B12, so energy, and L-carnitine, which is a fat burner. And also builds lean muscles. So that's why I'm saying it's really good in conjunction with working out, eating healthy. It gives you energy, helps boost metabolism. It also can help curb appetite a little bit. So this one is a really good one.
Yeah, this one's a good one. And I do believe that, is it the MIC or the carotene that can help reduce lactic acid buildup in the body? Which one was that?
I think it's the L-carnitine.
Probably so. And what lactic acid does, when you go to the gym and you're really, really sore after working out, or you come see us for in mode, and your abdomen sore from doing 300 crunches, that's one beautiful thing about the skinny shot, is that it will help reduce the lactic acid load.
It also helps increase your endurance at the gym as well. So it helps you go longer. It gives you more energy. So it's a really good shot.
Any notes on the skinny shot?
A lot of, it's actually becoming something that's just part of our packages.
Yeah.
We automatically see the benefits of doing things systemically, not just externally. So to give the best results, we pair it with our treatments starting off the bat.
Especially in body packages.
Yeah, and if you think about it, like, we're breaking down your fat cells. So this is just helping the body detox those fat cells quicker than if you weren't doing the shot. So when we're doing treatments like, body sculpting, skin tightening, radio frequency, it's all flushing through the lymphatic system. This shot actually will enhance that, help it flush out a little bit faster.
Yep, absolutely. It's actually really good, and it's usually safe. Skinny shot is the same as SemiGluteide, and it's usually safe for most people. Our nutraceuticals is what I like to call them. I don't know of very many contraindications with the Skinny Shot. So I'll be honest with you, even a wellness program is one step in the right direction towards your weight loss. But so let's get over to the frequently asked questions. What's the difference between the Skinny Shot and the SemiGluteide? Because they're not the same. We are going to cover the SemiGluteide. It's just a little bit more involved than anything. So let's go ahead. What's the difference that you believe it is?
So semaglutide is going to be, you're going to lose a lot more weight with semaglutide. You can lose anywhere between 20 to 50 pounds. So it's more rapid weight loss. It puts your body in a calorie deficit, whereas the Skinny Shot is more of a supplement, I like to say, to diet, exercise, as well as treatments. So if you're I like to say Skinny Shot is good if you're looking for just an enhancement. You can lose anywhere between 10 to 15 pounds. Again, everyone's body's different, so you can even lose more, maybe even less with Skinny Shot, but it's not going to be drastic weight loss like semaglutide is.
Yeah. So I think this is a great segue to go ahead and start into what semaglutide is. Once again, this is in our MD department. You want to talk a little bit about it?
I was just going to say what's cool is you can actually pair semaglutide with Skinny Shot and treatments. We do have a lot of clients who do all three, and that's the best thing you can do, actually.
Especially if your BMI is in the higher range, your body mass index is in the higher range, having the ability to do semaglutide, Skinny Shot, and body treatments.
That's like the powerhouse right there.
It is. It is. It's the way to see the fastest results.
Well, I always say, how to be that girl for the summer. It's
that girl.
That girl. If you want to be that girl, it's body contouring, weight loss injections, and laser hair. Okay, you want to get summer ready? Okay, then you come to me and I set up the plan.
We'll hook you up.
Consider semaglutide. Talk to our nurses. It may just be right for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So semaglutide is ideal for individuals that want to control their appetite, to lose weight, and enhance energy levels. So I like to describe it a little bit like this. So here is your baseline of sugar. Okay, we're going to say that this is your baseline. Semaglutide helps to keep your sugar that's already in normal range there, so that those hunger hormones don't spike it up, don't drop it down. You're in this kind of medium range. So it's not necessarily an appetite suppressant, nor is it a diabetic medication. It is FDA approved for weight loss. But it gives you the ability, one, your digestive tract will slow down. So when you're on semaglutide, you feel fuller longer. And then you're also, if we want to get a little bit more technical, in the small intestines, you're able to absorb more nutrients than you are with a faster transit time. So that's one thing that I do love about the semaglutide. It helps to regulate blood sugar levels. So people that crave carbs, people that crave high sugars, different things like that, that's usually a symptom of having either a craving or having some type of blood sugar glucose levels. So keeping it already in a normal range is what it does, as well as slow gastric time down. And, of course, I will say this, and this is something that I'm going to reiterate on a regular basis. During the time that you're on semaglutide, because of the gastric bypass, transit time has been slowed. Now is the time for you to eat as healthy as possible to absorb the nutrients from your food. High fiber, lots of water, exercise. Those are all crucial parts. A lot of people are like, I'm afraid of it, or different things like that. But it is that extra boost to get you going. And, believe it or not, I've seen clients lose once they get higher in the dosage, because we are going to introduce you slowly with a small dosage and then regularly increase you so your body can tolerate, or not necessarily tolerate it, so we don't shock your body, because we want to progress you through the treatments more than anything. So progressive, not aggressive, when it comes to our semaglutide plans. But I've seen people in their, let's say, fourth and fifth month lose approximately, I've seen 2 pounds a week. Now that's an extreme that I don't necessarily recommend. I don't think 2 pounds is something in the healthy range, but it is possible if you have that amount of weight to lose. I'm a 1 pound a week type of girl. Unless it's water weight, then we're talking something completely different.
Okay. We have coworkers that are on it, and I'm telling you, they keep getting Yeah.
My
so-
mom, she's kind of getting towards the end of hers, but she lost 12 pounds in 1 month. So
12 pounds in 1 month.
yeah,
That
that's
is
pretty
amazing.
dramatic.
Yeah.
Pretty drastic, but she's in her 4th month right now. So, but
Yeah.
the most, yeah. And she's also doing high protein, with low carbs. So, having a good diet in combination with semaglutide is definitely important too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. That's probably one of my main ones because
Yeah.
because you just want to make sure that you have that gastric is still passing through and there's no
I like to
issues.
do the semaglutide with skin tightening treatments though, because you are losing a lot of weight.
Amen, girl.
So
Yes.
in that process, you might have a little bit more sagging. That's why doing semaglutide in combination with skin tightening and fat melting treatments is going to be the key, because the last thing you want is to lose a lot of weight and then be left over with too much sagging to where you're going to have to go under the knife. At least we can stop that and we can treat it as you're losing a lot of weight.
Yeah. So ideally, we want that triple threat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to be proactive.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be as proactive as possible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nobody wants, and to tie it back to the Sculptra, nobody wants the semi-glutide butt. Anyway, all right, let's get through this. How often is medication administered, and where can I receive it? So it's administered subcutaneous. Subcutaneous fat or adipose is any pinchable fat that you may see. Some people take it in the back of the arms if they've got the Oprah Winfrey wing arms, showing my age there. Some people take, y'all guys gotta remember that episode, or they haven't been to Novoskin to get their arms tightened, okay? Anyway, some people take it in the abdomen. So basically any subcutaneous fat. And just to give you a heads up, those needles are teeny tiny little insulin needles. So I don't feel it when I take mine. There's not really any bruising. And if you're a good candidate, it's a very easy administered.
You can even, you can even do it yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
So, you can take it home with you if you're traveling, if you're going on vacation, you can't come into the spa for your shot. We can actually send it home with you.
Yep.
So,
It usually gets delivered weekly.
oh, nice.
Yeah. So depending on how we set it up for you, some people will always want it to be administered in spa, but we recommend once a week, and it's delivered at home. We show you the dosage the first time, and we show you how to inject it. So again, it's really good for people who are on the go.
Yeah, good for people who are on the go, but it's also if you're just like a no needle person, the medical department at Novoskin can definitely assist you in administering that on a weekly basis. So the beautiful thing about this is it will help with lowering blood pressure, cholesterol. So it's any type of weight loss can assist and help with this.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Did I?
I was waiting on it. You got it any more with semaglutide? No, you good? Okay. All right. We went over the skinny shots. Oh, laser hair removal. Y'all guys ready for some laser hair removal?
I describe my body as a Prussian rug.
It's your Chilean.
It's your Chilean.
Rug.
God, I don't know how tacky we can make it.
Well, I'm Italian, so pretty hairy over here too.
Hey, they did sell Merkins at one point in time.
These eyebrows come at a cost.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, exactly.
Laser hair removal is amazing.
It is amazing. I do love laser hair removal. All right, Nicole, you want to take this off?
Well, what I love about laser hair removal is we are actually destroying the hair follicle. So unlike, tweezing, plucking, or waxing, where it kind of just thins out the hair, this is where we can actually destroy the follicle so that, you don't have to ever get waxing or shave again. So,
enough of the temporary solutions. We can do permanent hair reduction.
Why go waxing when you could just permanently get rid of it?
I have sensitive skin. I can't.
Yeah, and I think if you tally it up with today's prices of like a full body hard wax, hardly. I mean, you can still find soft wax from time to time, but man, the soft wax can really lift some skin. But if you tally it up with our prices that we have at Novoskin Spa, it's actually cheaper than to go with a full body hard wax session than anything. I think at Nevada, we have packages as little as $79 a month, right?
Right. 3 areas, $79 a month. And usually that's the cost of like a Brazilian.
Absolutely.
So that's really awesome. We can do armpits, Brazilian, and legs.
Yep.
So
Yep.
can't beat that.
So one thing that I want to touch base on is that in the past, in my feelings, the spas have been a little bit more centered or geared towards Fitzpatrick's 1, 2s, and 3s. With our laser hair, the lasers that we have, the 1064 nanometer lasers, they're good for all types of Fitzpatrick's, whether you're melanin rich, whether you're melanin poor. They're great for all types. You want to talk about the Gentle Max Pro and the FLAs and how they can treat all different types?
Yeah, we carry 2 different machines here. Know that they are all versatile, and kind of like Katie was saying, it really is no determining factor the skin tone. Okay, we can target everything and everyone. It's everyone. For example, Katie likes to say it's colorblind, the machine.
Right.
As long as your hair is not gray, blonde, or red. I really like this for people who, again, have been doing hair removal with no solution, continually having to maintain it. I want to say that after even 1 treatment, I saw great improvements under my arm. And for some of us, I think a lot of maybe that my Hispanic members will understand how important it is to be able to, this summer, wear the bikinis you want. You know, wear the outfits you want, and not have to be a little self-conscious, because sometimes even the friction of the hair, we get buildup of dead skin, and it actually darkens it with time. One of the benefits that isn't really talked about a lot is that laser hair removal can really promote that lightening under here. And so this all around is going to be one of the things that a lot of my clients are starting. I like to do it in the winter time, but know that as long as you're careful and you're doing pre and post care, there's never a wrong time to do laser hair removal. It's just caution at all times. And this is one of the big life-changing treatments that we offer here. And we do have some of the best pricing.
And, you know, I also want to touch base just a little bit on laser hair removal for gentlemen or for anybody that has folliculitis. So we get a lot of individuals that come to us that have those ingrown hairs, also known as folliculitis. Even acne on the face, there's been studies when we start to remove some of the extra hair on the face, that acne is calmed down. Now, don't get me wrong, we have specific treatments and modalities to address acne, and this is more of a webinar for the body, but I do want you to know those sensitive areas like ingrown hair, different things like that, laser hair removal actually helps to eliminate those, and it's pretty effective at eliminating that folliculitis that you come into, male or female, because, you know, there are areas that we can treat and assist with all Fitzpatrick's, whether your hair is curly and wirely or whether your hair is straight and long. Just keep in mind, what is this? What is the blonde hair? Vellus hair. Vellus hair cannot be treated, but vellus hair rarely is seen. Okay, there's several different types of hair on our body, supercilia, hair on our head, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to get into that. Vellus cannot be treated. That's your blonde hair that you shouldn't be seeing too much of. Okay. All right, let's see what the next slide has. All right, so how many laser hair removal treatments will a candidate need?
Usually 8 to 12. Our programs go for 18 months, but you have to come in every 4 to 6 weeks. So usually 8 to 12 treatments is what we recommend to really destroy the hair follicle. A lot of places will give you 6 treatments. I think 8 to 12 is going to be the best.
I'm used to an 8.
Yeah. And how we structured it, it's going to be 6 weeks. We do 6 weeks. That just allows the full hair growth. It's effective for us, for our machines that we carry. Everything we carry here at Nova Skin is FDA approved. So again, like you guys said, under the membership, it just makes sense. It's really something where we usually allow you to do, multiple areas. We have different packages. If you're someone like me who just loves to do the unlimited, do the unlimited.
And there's no point of coming back for maintenance treatments. That's why we do it for the 18 months, because we don't want maintenance treatments here.
Yeah.
Just get rid of that hair follicle.
Yep. I will just to touch lightly on it. There are, I've had, and for people that have said, we get this all the time in first time visitor site. I've had laser hair removal. I just need a touch-up. And touch-ups are possible. So we're not going to get too in-depth with the hormones, but I will say pregnancy, menopause, Sometimes hormones can increase.
They can fluctuate.
And they can fluctuate. So we can totally eliminate your hair, and then all of a sudden you have a baby, and then you've got like 4 or 5 little rye hairs that pop up. You know, it won't be full hair regrowth, because that's just, I've never seen it that way in 20 years that I've been licensed in this business. But you may have some from time to time, especially after a hormone fluctuation. So we have an answer to that, which are smaller packages for shorter durations for individuals that just need those little touch-ups and don't want a whole membership, you know.
Yeah, the traditionally laser hair removal can give you an 80% reduction in hair.
Absolutely.
And that, again, itself is significant. And if we have to do touch-ups here and there, we can customize things.
We're not afraid of that.
We can sell it in smaller packages, but that's when the membership just makes more sense. We allow you at a better pricing to have that room.
Yep, to play around. Absolutely.
Mhm.
And you know what? I'll be honest with you. After hormonal changes, you may see a little bit of hair here and there. Like my robe one hair at the bottom of my chest. It grows. Maybe I shouldn't say that, you know, but it's truthful. Like how many, hopefully there's more females out there.
I get that from time to
Right.
time.
One hair right
One
there.
hair.
Like how do you have one hair on your chest? But it is very possible, and it's related to hormones. All right. Now it's giveaway time. Woo!
Oh my goodness.
I'm so excited about this. Thank you guys, all of y'all, for staying to the end. We're going to go ahead and do the giveaway time.
Exciting.
I know. All right. So if y'all guys enter to win, this is enter to win the enter to win the grand prize winner? And then everybody needs to go ahead, text that number. That number is text webinar to 877-668-8756. Once again, that's 877-668-8756, or it's 877-NOVU-SKIN. Y'all guys go ahead and text in the next 5 minutes. One grand prize winner will be it's random, right? Okay. All right. So go ahead and put your first and last name. So webinar hyphen, or however you want to put it, webinar, and then first and last name. And then one grand prize winner selected at random will be receiving 6 VIP body treatments. That's an $1,800 package. Promise you, it really is. And everybody, one VIP treatment for everyone that has joined today. That's pretty awesome. We're going to be busy.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be really busy.
Busier than we already are? How's that possible?
Girl, that's the truth. Coffee, Starbucks. We need Starbucks on speed dial.
What about the question? You can do Q&A.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and head into the Q&A question. So Q&A, I'm looking at about 49 right now. Let's go ahead and open that up, and we'll see what we can do about answering all of them. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, and then we'll just go in turns. So please feel free to
blow up the chat.
Blow up the chat. All right. So we're going to go with Amanda. How does the laser hair removal work for the who? Oh, okay. For the Brazilian. Hey, that's beautiful. I actually love that one. Go ahead and take it away, Ms. Nicole.
So for the Brazilian, we target the whole Brazilian, so everything. And it's basically the same thing if you've ever had waxed. We get all areas. It's very quick normally, but it's basically the same thing as like waxing.
I will say the only difference is that we really actually want you to be shaved. Okay?
Yeah,
you need to be shaved fully.
And everyone's pain tolerance is different too.
Yeah. Well, that's why we have the FLAs with the cooling tip.
Yeah.
Even our GentleMax has
the cryo spray. Exactly. So also just to let you know, we have advanced laser hair removal that one has a cooling tip that has like an actual tip on it that feels like a glide of ice over it. That's our FLAs. And the GentleMax, it's a little bit faster, but it has a cryogen spray that comes along with it. Cryo, cold, gen, you know. So pain tolerance. But to get medically specific and stay within appropriate portions, labia major, perineum, and anus are all treated in the Brazilian. Okay. All right. What's the best treatment for mommy menopausal belly over 50 and on hormones? Hormones, I'm going to question what type of hormones, but I'm going to let the diagnostic manager take this away, Ms. Michelle.
I would love for you to come in for an in-spa evaluation. They will allow me to assess better, but we really do like cryo for stubborn fat. So the TShock is something to look into. If you had to choose that one treatment, I'm putting you on TShock.
Yeah. If we had to choose one treatment. So just to reiterate, I like to describe it as like a diamond. So your main concerns and your chief concerns, like a brilliant cut diamond, that's the round one, go inside the diamond, and we're treating you from different faucets. So we're treating you from cryolipolysis, from thermolysis, from venous legacy, from TShock, from InMode. We're treating you from these different spectrums.
Like I said, don't sell yourself short, because you may be telling me a certain thing like a little pooch, but it may need to be skin tightening. We may want to do some muscle stimulation, not just fat reduction. So for now, just know that there's so much room to play, but even starting treatments, that's going to be a big step.
I've noticed that a lot of women who are going through menopause, they do really great with semaglutide.
They do really great with
really
semaglutide.
Great with semaglutide, because it's super stubborn in this area.
In the spare tire area. Yeah.
So semaglutide does very well with the menopause.
And I'll also, to touch base on the hormones. Hormones don't scare me, because we are starting some bioidentical hormones in the next couple of months. I'm going to get started at the top again, because those seem to be the oldest. We are starting bioidentical hormones that actually, believe it or not, some of them will help with males, testosterone levels, different things like that. Females, we're going to look at your panels and see what type of hormones you need. And that will also address some of our ability to lose weight, especially individuals who are either over 40 and individuals who may be suffering from some hormone-related skin issues. So, all right, let's see. Hello, this is Renee. I'm here. Oh, we need to go back to the phone number. Okay, not a problem. Let me exit out of this. We're going to get to your Q&A. I'm going to leave the, oh goodness. Okay, the phone number's up, and then we're going to leave that up as we're answering those Q&A questions, okay?
Text them in. I want to spoil my members. I want to welcome new people to the spa.
And guys, it's free.
Even gift it to a friend, family member.
I'm thinking of some members that I see constantly. This is a good gift for you guys, just for being loyal members.
Just for being loyal members. Yeah, whether you're a membership with us or not, it is a complimentary treatment. Come on in and check out the body side. If you're a face member, if you're a new member, come on in and check it out. All right, let's see. But the chat is the same. Okay, we want, are the evaluations for the body treatments free? Hey, that's a great one.
Yeah. Yes, they're complimentary to the consultations. When you guys come in, you will see one of 3 diagnostics. I am one of them. Roll the dice, you'll probably get me. Either way, we use a scale, we take pictures, we measure. These are all good things to have as we track your progress. So it's absolutely complimentary.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and over to you, Miss Nicole. Is there anything a person needs to do before Dream Body besides increase their water intake?
I would avoid alcohol. I would avoid eating fast foods. If you're a smoker, I would avoid just anything that can be harsh on the body. I would avoid doing that, because when we are doing the full lymphatic drainage, your body's going to go through a detoxing effect. So, you don't want to feel bad when you're experiencing that detox. So I would say also hydrate a lot. Yeah.
Stay away from, I would also put in there caffeine and alcohol. We all love our Starbucks or whether you're Dunkin' Donuts, coffee or what. I'm a Starbucks coffee girl. We all love it. But at the end of the day, it does help to retain, and it doesn't necessarily balance the flow of the body out very well. All right, so is Dream Body offered in Frisco? Does Frisco have Dream Body yet? It's our sleek. They should have it.
No, as of now, they don't. Right, but it's something that we're working on. So just know that in the meantime, really prioritize being able to have treatments like radio frequency and freeze. They have their place. What can I do for you if you're not going to be receiving our Sleeker Dream Body? Walking, light walking.
Yeah, absolutely.
15 minutes.
So you think of it this way: the lymphatic system, even though Dream Body does a better job of walking, the lymphatic system doesn't have a pump like our heart or our circulatory system does. So the more muscle contraction you are giving yourself, the more you're moving that lymphatic fluid around. Yes, it's best to have our Sleek and Dream Body because you don't have that swelling in the lower extremities. Hopefully you're not getting that, but just hypothetical if you are. I like the Dream Body, but you can also counteract it with muscle contractions, things like Pilates, yoga. inverting your feet at the end of the day, just to make sure you're contracting the muscles to get that lymphatic fluid going. And we'll get it in Frisco as soon as possible. Frisco, it's our newest location, right?
Frisco is our newest location, yes.
Hey, listen, we're privately owned, privately operated. We're getting it.
All right, Veronica, she's saying, so freezing fat tightens skin.
So there's some benefits to shocking the body with cold temperatures. Ideally, I'm always going to be a little partial to incorporating radio frequency because it works so well, and that's heat. Heat works really beautiful at tightening skin, but you can actually see that to some certain extent with cryosculpting itself. So just go back, remember, think to the before and afters that I was showing you. TShock with freeze, that's going to be the optimal combination for skin tightening.
All right, someone had a bariatric sleeve and they want to know, is venous freeze a good procedure to tighten loose stomach skin?
Yeah, so it goes back. I feel like now you guys are going to start to get the idea, like the education and the knowledge. Radio frequency is amazing for this. You want to be proactive. If you're thinking about starting the weight loss journey, if you want to go under a procedure, start also considering body contouring. And yes, in the meantime, as you've already gone through it, this is something to start implementing. It will be crucial for you.
Drum roll. Who's our winner? Diana.
Everybody, yeah, wait, everybody's in my
I guess you guys all win.
You all win.
Thank you.
Diana counts. We're so incredibly proud
Thanks,
to have you.
treatment.
Thanks, treatment. You go. Woo-hoo. You go. All right, let me go ahead and take a look at the time. So it's 3:16. We're going to get through some of more of these questions before we close out. Once again, Diana, we're incredibly happy to have you, and we can't wait to see you. And then all of our other participants that have joined today, please feel free to reach out to back office, book your appointment, book your analysis, and we'll set you up in the system. All right, let's see. Worried about loose skin after having several kids. Okay, we did that. Let's go back up. Bariatric sleeve, freeze tighten skin. It's offered in Frisco. I don't think we got that one. Go down. Are the results on the venous freeze long lasting, or does your body go back to the way it is after a few months? Man, great question.
It's a really good question. It's all about maintenance at that point. So once you get to that point where you're happy and you know the fat that you have is melted down, you have that weight loss, tightened skin, it's really just about maintaining, exercising, working out, eating healthy, just maintaining at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have another guest, and I'm going to pass this over to Michelle. She's our diagnostic lead. So body treatments, are they safe if you have a medical condition such as hypertension, for those of you that's high blood pressure, diabetes, because right now I'm taking medications for those conditions? Great question.
Yes, it's absolutely fine with those particular conditions. We are always evaluating you at the consultation if there's any contraindications. So know that safety is our #1 priority. As long as the diabetes is under control, it's absolutely fine. High blood pressure, not an issue for me.
Yep. Once again, the emphasis on controlled here. All right, guys, be able to remove tag away. So we do, if I'm understanding this, we do not remove skin tags, although those can be annoying little boogers. No, we do not remove skin tags at this time. That may be something that we do in the future. But if you have excessive skin tags, we need to look at you for SemiGluteide for weight loss, because a lot of that is from skin rubbing together. So I would get on your journey for weight loss, and then possibly dermatologists that will assist with skin tags as well. All right. Hey, so while having your treatment helps us produce more collagen, is it best to take a supplement for this at the same time?
Yeah, beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, that's a
It's like
beautiful
asking
one.
me, should I wear sunscreen?
Yes. Wear sunscreen.
Yeah, absolutely. Who was that? That's a STAR student. I'm sure that's a member.
Right.
I know you're
that's got to be a member there.
Yes, why not do things like we said before, systemically?
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing wrong with having a collagen-rich diet.
Oh yeah.
Whether that's in supplement form or you just want to enrich the diet through something else in your nutrition, I don't think that's anything that's an issue, it can only benefit us.
And we do offer in our wellness program glutathione, vitamin C, which glutathione is an antioxidant that helps with stimulating collagen, elastin. It also helps brighten the skin. So that's a really good supplement if you want to start inducing collagen internally in combination with treatments.
Absolutely. So definitely check out our nutraceuticals, or we call them wellness injections. There's biotin, glutathione, all that fun stuff. All right. So we have a question. What's the difference between sun damage and natural aging of the skin? Just to give you a heads up, we are going to have more webinars on a more frequent basis. And but it is a great question. I'm going to address it very quickly because this is more geared towards body. But I want you to know that there's intrinsic aging factors and there's extrinsic aging factors. So extrinsic would be factors from the sun, would be factors from pollutants, UV rays, you know, all these different things. Intrinsic factors are the muscle movement, the reduction in collagen, different things like that that we'll get into on another webinar that addresses hyperpigmentation, because I think that's a great idea. But thank you so much
it's
for
a
that.
whole big course.
It's
a monster.
We'll probably even get in hormones with hyperpigmentation, because we've got people suffering from melasma. So yeah, there's a lot of different things. That's a topic that I want you to know. Come see us. Even if it's not for the body, we will at least try to come up with a solution to the best of our abilities. All right. Do you have to treat one area at a time?
So that depends on the package that you have.
Yep.
It's really up
package
to you.
Package or membership.
Yeah, and it again is something where depending on the size, I would almost break it up. But try to prioritize one area at a time, unless you buy a bigger package and then you can work on multiple areas. I'm not mad at that. But again, isolating and focusing all the attention on those areas is important. So don't work whole body.
I love that question.
What?
That was a funny one.
Let me see.
Sorry.
Who asked it?
Amanda Finney. Can Oprah give an Evolve X to everyone, please?
So true.
Is Evolve X available in Frisco? I feel like I know this person, Amanda Finney. That sounds familiar.
That sounds familiar. But we see you. We're coming.
I might have met you when I was in Frisco.
Wait, what is it? Coming to a town. Is it town near you?
Town near
Coming
you.
to a town near you. All right, we're working on getting these machines there, guys. All right. Let's see. So women, but I'm a man. All right. Shout out to Anthony. Here, I want you to say, yes, brother, yes. Bow down to you. Bow down. Yep, palm leaves before your feet. We love you. These are not just women-specific treatments. So, but I'm a man. I'd like to know the treatment would help me to reduce my stomach fat. Man, we have some before and after images of this amazing little guy who was your client that you set the treatment plan, and he lost quite a bit. And so, Anthony, you have our hearts. Yes, we're with you.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now that these treatments is not for any specific gender, for no specific age. Get into the spa, try the treatment. You earned yourself one free VIP body treatment. I'm going to go ahead and say that if you're working on this area, what you have to do for us is really, again, walking, drinking lots of water. I think you're going to fall in love with these treatments. So you may just start with one. You may end up doing more.
Yeah, and they're not gender specific at all. All right. Someone's on metformin and Ozempic. The effects of the treatments you guys are offering it. So if you're on metformin or Ozempic, either for a roundabout way for weight loss or for diabetes type 2, I don't have a problem with treating controlled diabetes, and there are some certain contraindications, such as numbness in the fingers and hands. What is that called? There's a technical term for it.
So I think we should keep it super layman's terms. What I think the basic idea is, you don't want any kind of neuropathy, right?
Neuropathy.
But layman's terms, you don't really want too much loss of sensation in the extremities of your limbs. In general, we want to be able to know that you're reaching the temperatures that are desired for you and not over under.
Okay. All right, guys, we're going to try to skip through and get to the best questions. We're going to close up in about 5 minutes. I'm going to let Nicole read which question she thinks is good for her.
Okay, we have, is Morpheus 8 the best for the skin after pregnancy?
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yes. So after pregnancy, you know, our skin, when it goes down to its original size, we do experience a little bit of laxity, loose skin, even stretch marks. So yeah, Morpheus 8 would be perfect.
That would be
for
beautiful.
It'd be perfect, actually.
Yeah, and it is great for facial acne scars. And believe it or not, we can do Morpheus 8 on active acne, as long as you're not, what is it, acne 5.4. We can do it on most active acne clients. Okay. All right. What is the downtime for Morpheus 8?
So initial downtime is 48 hours. You know, you can have really like a mild sunburn sensation for about 2 hours, okay? But 48 hours, I don't want you to put anything on the face, no water, nothing. In the next 2 weeks, there's a little bit of that healing process. So that means we can have a little bit of tightness, okay? Some people kind of like that feeling. You feel a little bit kind of like a facelift. And not all the time, but you can have some tenderness as well. These are things to consider. Just know Morpheus usually tends to be the treatment with the most downtime. It's even faster for the body though, because your body, it can bounce back really quickly. Still, same protocol though, 48 hours. Don't really mess with the area.
So how many treatments did it take to show results for the Sculptra? I'll be honest with you, you're going to see results from the first treatment, and then it's going to compound from there. So one treatment, you'll see results definitely with loss of volume. So how much is Sculptra? So we are at a 50% off with 5 valves. Typically it takes about 10 valves to treat the gluteus maximus, but free consultations from our NP injectors, nurse practitioner injectors. So don't be afraid to come in and do a consultation and pick their brains over all of these beautiful questions that you have when it comes to injectables and medical procedures, okay? A couple more, we have about 3 minutes left, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to take 3 more questions. Ladies, I'm going to let you, let's see, let's do this one. Or which one?
You guys can read it. I'm blind. I just
you're okay.
I am a new member. I hear there are sales going on. How does that work if we already have a plan? Does it just get added to the cost? It depends on what you want. Yeah, what you're interested in. Because as a member, you have access to over 45 of our different treatments. So if you wanted to try microneedling, Frax laser, it's not in your plan, let us know. We can actually go ahead and just add it in. We could switch it out if you'd like. But then, like, you know, treatments like injectables, that would be a separate cost.
Yeah. Yeah. Our MG is a little bit separate.
Yeah, you can try the treatments, and then at any point, if you are hearing about any of the new stuff that we offer, talk to your tech about it. They can then express it to us, and we can really help you out from there.
Okay, you mentioned fatty liver. Does Senna and Skinny Shots help with fatty liver? So that's a glutathione, right?
Even the Skinny Shock can help with the liver detoxing.
Yeah, but the glutathione also nourishes the liver. I mean, if you're diagnosed with fatty liver, we want to help you process that liver. But there could be a deeper medical condition going on underneath there. So that's an evaluation from us. And then there's also an evaluation that we may send you to your primary care, depending on what we're looking at there. But just, you know, I feel confident enough saying that if it's simple fatty fatty liver, you're just not producing or flushing that fat out, then we can work with you and around you. Okay. All right. Let's see. One more question.
Skinny Shot has L-carnitine, and you said that builds lean muscle. Do you give to be working out for it to work? Oh, do you have to? So I would say yes. Just because the L-carnitine, that's burning the excessive fat. So you do want to have your body, you want to have that increase of heart rate.
Yeah. So another thing is, it depends on your body type. So we're not, we're not going to go too deep into this, but I will say eccentric movement, calisthenics that increase bone density, like weightlifting, are fantastic. Pilates is great. Yoga is great. So you want to build, it depends on what we're doing. Are we bulking up by lifting heavy weights? Are we toning down? That's all a part of diagnostics, and we can make recommendations based on your body type and what your achievable results are. Although we are not sports, psychologists or anything like that, most of us have a decent understanding of the human anatomy. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining the webinar today. Do you have any more closing remarks?
Closing remarks. I don't know. I think that I'm excited to see you guys.
Yes. Get your boobies in here.
My
Let us meet
members,
We
you.
love our clients.
Yes.
We want to help you
Yes.
achieve those results.
Yes.
Feel confident. It's your year.
Yes.
I know this year I'm making a lot of changes for myself.
Amen.
So get in here.
I'm getting some PDO threads now.
Yeah,
Sorry.
there's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Put yourself first. It only allows you to help those around you better.
Yeah.
Again, these results, as you guys have seen and witnessed, they are amazing. And I'm just excited to have you guys in here so that we can help you start the journey for this year.
And that's what we love most. And go ahead with any closing. You're good. For me, what matters the most is that you leave with a smile on your face, you leave with a little bit of an education, and that you become part of the No Loose Skin team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We were so happy to have you once again. Thank you all for joining. It was our absolute pleasure to be with you today. We look forward to seeing you on a regular basis. If you have any calls, any questions, anything like that, feel free to reach out to us. And it was a pleasure. All right. Thank you so much. Y'all guys have a lovely day. Bye.